Hi everyone, thank you so much for your warm reception of my introductory video, and thanks to all those who have already subscribed to my YouTube page. I really appreciate all the warm reception. Welcome to the very first episode of Introspection with Adeyinka, and by popular demand we're going to be focusing on understanding today's world and how it affects our behaviors, choices and decisions. I simply call it contextual influences. In the words of Kenneth Noland, he said, "For me, context is the key, and from that comes the understanding of everything." So as we together explore contextual issues of our times in this month, I really hope that this month's episodes will help us get smarter with accessing information. And for instance, I have had to learn to triangulate my sources before forming opinions on any matter of news I find on social media. Secondly, to get wiser with analyzing information. You see, I grew up in a context where I was told I had to take everything I was told hook, line and sinker without challenging it. But in the last 7 years, I have learned to critically evaluate issues and ask intelligent questions. Simply put, just being less gullible. Thirdly, I hope the episodes of Introspection this month will help us really get frugal with what we post on social media. You see, because if there's anything at all we know they can actually make us or break us. Many people have lost relationships because of what they posted on social media. Many people have lost their jobs. Political figures are under fire because of their activities on social media. So the real question here is, and this is a food for thought, is what will hurt your ambition if you post it? I'd like you to have that at the back of your mind as we together explore some of the contextual nuances of our time. You are an influencer in your own right, and I please want you to understand this. In your own little space, you influence people, no matter how few. So you could be a micro influencer, as we will call them these days, but still you have or wield some measure of influence, and with that comes responsibility. And I hope that the episodes this month will help us catch or gain more ground on how to be more responsible with activities online. Wow! So, what defines today? The greatest contextual influence of our time is the flow of information. And with everybody having a voice, with the proliferation of social media and access to platforms where we can easily share our views on every matter, we have a huge problem, and I call it the problem of noise. What is noise? Pretty much everything is just rowdy. Everyone has a say. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone says anything and everything. Facebook says what's on your mind, but must you necessarily say everything that's on your mind? And I often say that with this comes three different trends, and the first thing is fake news. Interestingly, fake news was the word of the year for 2017. Will you believe that? We now live in a world where fake news is actually defined or typified an entire year. And so, with fake news, it means don't believe everything you see. I receive loads of stuff on WhatsApp and on Facebook, and I'm always scared to just believe every random thing I see until, of course, I verify them. So more than ever before, we have the increase in knowledge, but also we have people being increasingly gullible by just believing every single thing that they see on social media. Two is what I call the problem of bias. Now with media, social media and everything at all comes the element of people just wanting us to see what they want us to believe. And so we have people posting only the good stuff about their lives on social media, but we really don't know that these people have got problems. So people present to us a perfect life facade, and it's creating a lot of problems. In fact, a recent study by BBC suggests that, and it was carried out by the University of Sheffield, BBC confirmed it, that many young people in our generation are actually getting more and more depressed because they spend more time on social media. So when you look out on social media and you look at what people are posting, you can begin to look at yourself as being extremely inferior, and that's not necessarily nice, is it? Three is the problem of storage. What do I mean by storage? Literally, whatever you post on social media stays somewhere in some cloud somewhere. So it can easily haunt you in 20 years down the line. Earlier last year, 2017, the whole of 2017 was typified by news of people who lost their jobs because they posted something on social media, or news of people who did something some 30 years ago, but there probably wasn't sufficient evidence to convict them. But we now live in a world where bad things are happening and people are actually recording them on video. We got so many viral videos from last year alone on simple things that you and I may not necessarily think should go viral, but Simple matters. Someone eating a different type of pizza goes viral, and someone walking in a particular way goes viral. Someone wearing something goes viral. So we live in a world where information is easily accessible but also easily stored away. And the real question is, what are you doing today that can actually bring down your future 20 years down the line? Think about it. So the takeaway for the week is very simple. If you will become the president of a country in 20 years time, what will you start doing differently? Start doing it today. And I've got some good news for you. If you want to really be sure and you want to create a standard for yourself on what you put out there on social media, I've got the acronym called NICE. Every time you want to post everything on social media, are you actually being nice? N, is it necessary to post that thing? Is it absolutely necessary? I, is it important to post it? It's not everything we post that is necessary, and it's not everything we say out there that is actually important. C, is it compulsory? Must you put it out there? You always, I find myself in that same spot at times where I'm always just too quick to document something or share something on Instagram. So is it compulsory for us to share it? And E, is it elevating? And I say this in the context of reading all sorts of nasty comments that people share or say about other people on social media. You must know this, that you're really talking to human beings when you say stuff on social media, and you really have to be nice. So what I would rather suggest is give constructive comments or constructive criticisms as different from putting people down with your words. So be nice. Every time you go on social media, be nice. If you're going to comment on this video, please be nice. That's our takeaway for this week. See you guys soon.